Hey guys, it's Paradise, and you won't believe it, a new video has just officially dropped for Monster Hunter showcasing the Greatsword, where we get a better look at the actual weapon itself, some specific things that we can now confirm are returning for it, and a slightly closer look at some of its new moves that were very briefly shown in previous trailers. So drop a like and comment below if you're enjoying the video, and tell us what you're thinking of the Greatsword so far. We expect the other weapons to be dropping very soon in the coming days. So first up, we have a zoom of the Greatsword, where of course it's looking fantastic, and the True Charge Slash, the iconic move, is of course back. On top of this, we have the key art revealed, which we absolutely love in these kind of overviews, and so I'm pretty happy to see this return. We then see a Charge Slash, and we can see the 3 levels of charge as per usual with the Greatsword, so it looks like Greatsword players are going to be right at home in their sort of bread and butter charging and attacking. Another quick thing from a separate video that's gone up going over the new Focus mode actually showcases something very cool for the Greatsword, which is that you can of course turn while charging your slash to direct the actual finishing attack, but it looks like you can turn much more smoothly and possibly even wider, maybe allowing for 360-degree Greatsword charge slashes. Of course, we don't fully know yet as it's a short clip, but it definitely looks like you have a lot more freedom to turn and aim that charge slash. I know Greatsword players will probably love this if you can do it 360. And speaking of your bread and butter as a Greatsword user, the shoulder tackle is also back, and I love this move every time I would play the Greatsword. This just allows you to firm everything as long as you time your attacks well and interrupt your charges to do it, so this is really cool. A smaller detail is that the wide slashes are also back, usually done with your circle attack, so that's cool that that moveset is also returning, even though you don't use that move that often against larger monsters. Also, as previously, you can still guard with your Greatsword, so this is returned as well, and is also noted on the website that the weapon is able to guard. And then we got a look at a new move for the Greatsword, which we have seen previously, but this one shows it a little bit longer. It looks like this could possibly be a variant of the wide slash, perhaps it's a charged wide slash, as you do seem to do a more horizontal swing here, and you can actually see the red glowing around the hunter, which usually happens when charging an attack. So perhaps you can now charge your circle attacks as well as your triangle vertical attacks. But either way, this executes a massive hit on the monster, knocking it over and then charging forwards for a multi-slash follow-up, which I just think looks absolutely badass. This move is looking really good. Then we got another look at the new Focus mode, Focus Strike attack, where you basically drag your blade along the monster, activating or popping all of the wounds on it, which again is a new move tied to the Focus mode to do with activating those wounds to get optimal damage. Then we have a very brief look at the Clash. Not much more is shown, the UI isn't exactly on, we don't know if it's a QTE or a button mash or exactly how the Clash works, but it is no doubt a very cool interaction. Then there's a very small but interesting clip where we see a wide slash with a sort of camera zoom effect on the back of a monster. We're theorizing this could be the new sneak attack, as we know there will be a new sneak attack modifier for the first time you attack a monster while it's unaware of you. And because the monster's looking away and seems to not be in combat, this could be how sneak attacks are executed when you first engage a monster. And finally, we see it end with a True Charge Slash, the iconic move of the Greatsword. So the Greatsword is looking pretty meaty from all of this. Not a ton of new stuff was shown, but the actual new moves themselves do seem very, very cool. What do you think about this, and are you going to be maining the Greatsword, or are you holding out to see the other weapons? Tell us down below. But if you want to see the Greatsword overview in its entirety with its glorious sound effects, we've got it here just for you.